This page is pretty quick because you're only finding the mode and the range. Not much math. I guess you do need to subtract to find the range. I did a lot of them on the right. I did a little bit of all of them on the right, in fact. First three we'll do entirely together. We are ordering them from smallest to biggest. Since there are negative integers, we start with the smallest of the negative integers, which is -9, then -5s, -2, and then we go to the positives, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 7. So that is the order from least to greatest. The mode is the one that occurs the most often. I notice there are 2 -5s, but hold on, because there are 3 4s. So 4 is your mode, because that's what you see the most of, not -5. The range is how far apart from 7 to -9. That's a lot of distance. So 7 minus -9 would be plus 16. So you go -9 and you go forward 16 to get 7. So the span of the numbers, the range, is 16. That's how far apart they're spread. Number 8. These are decimals. I ordered them from least to greatest, 1.5, 1.7, 2.1, 2.3, and it's okay to cross them out. That is what I do. That is what anyone who's really thorough should do. It keeps you from missing any numbers, and it also helps when you're doing least to greatest and you don't get to the greatest and realize, oh no, I missed one over there and I have to erase them all. So anyhow, I really strongly encourage that. The mode, 1.5, let's make sure. Yeah, oh, there are two 2.3s, but there's 3 1.5, so that would be the mode. The range, how far apart? The biggest, the smallest, 2.3 minus 1.5. 13 minus 5 is 8. Not much of a span. The range is just 8/10. And look at number 9. First thing we do is put them in order from least to greatest. I have 3 decimal numbers. Those went first, 0.4, 0.6, 1.2. Then I had 2 more decimal numbers that went last because they were 3.7 both. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. My mode, well, I have 2 3.7s, but I have 3 2s. 1, 2, 3. So that makes the mode 2. The range is how far apart from 0.4 to 3.7. So let me subtract to find the difference. It's a pretty significant difference. It's almost as big as the biggest number. The range is 3.3. Number 10, 11, and 12, I don't know, I just felt like getting you started, ordering from least to greatest. That's all. You're welcome to copy those and just get started, and then you can finish. This won't take long, it's just the mode and the range. This is the real deal. This is why we learn all this stuff. You've got 3 of these, and we'll do number 2 together. You do 1 and 3 on your own. Number 2, I had to do the salamanders only because we've had these living in our house. My son's really good at catching these, or at least he used to. The salamanders have a competition to see how far they can jump. Their results are as follows. I wonder if they're doing this because they're friends, or if the people are making them, or maybe this is a team. Who knows? First, I took all the different values and I put them in order from least to greatest. That's really the first thing that needs to be done. After that, I went and added them up, and I came up with 15.6. If you can see that, it is 15.6. That is not the mean. That's just the first step to getting the mean, remember? Okay, so I have 15.6. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 salamanders with scores. So I will take 15.6 and divide by 6, and I get a mean or average of 2.6. My average, or their average rather, is 2.6. The median is the middle. There are 2 in the middle. What comes smack dab in the middle of 2.1 and 2.3? Well, obviously it's 2.2. But if you're not sure, we'll go by the procedure. Let's add these two together. 2.1 plus 2.3 and divide it by 2. It would be 4. Divided by 2. Ooh, I wrote a 3. Divided by 2, because there are 2 numbers. 4.4 divided by 2 is 2.2. There you have it. The mode is the one that occurs the most often. Well, and there is only one that occurs more than once, so that's pretty simple. It's 1.7. And the range is how far apart they're spread. To find that, we'll take the biggest and subtract the smallest. The biggest is 4.3. We subtract the smallest, which is 1.7. That requires regrouping, so let me do this. The range is 2.7. So there you have all your values for number 2. That leaves you with number 1 and number 3.